Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Janelle and this is Janelle Ray Budgets, and you guys, it is finally the day that I've been talking about for like ever. I am going to condense these. First, I want to say thank you for being here. If you guys have been here with me for a while, I appreciate you all. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. Let's see, I don't even know where to start. So I have my little list here. I made this like way back in 2023 and I've just been using it ever since. So whenever I take money out of my binders, when I do a cash condensing, I put it in the bank, and this is how I keep track of it, because I do put it all in different buckets in the bank. So I'm sorry, you guys, if you can hear my voice and sniffing. I have been sick, but not sick enough to the point where I don't feel like doing anything. I just have this cough thing going on. So I will try very hard not to cough while I'm on camera, but I can't guarantee anything. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and condense our Save 2025. So $400. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Save 2025, and then I put 400 here. And then this is not $100, so we're going to take 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to put them in here. And that is basically what this cash condensing will be for all of these binders. If they have over $100 in them, like this, then they will go to the bank. So Friday savings is going to get 200. So we have 200 right here. So we're going to do 200s in there. Okay. And this way, it just means that I don't keep all of this money in the house, because that makes me really uncomfortable. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, and then 51. So 400. So our monthlies, I'm just going to put 2025 monthly, because that's what that envelope says. So that's what I'm going to label it in the bank, and it's getting 400 as well. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. These cash slips are I just bought them on internet. Some of them are from people, like this is from Hands and Bands. This one was from Hands and Bands as well. So some of them are from people, and others are just what I have put stickers on, just basically to make them into prop money. Okay, so that's that one. And then let's go ahead and go through this one and see what we can do here as far as condensing. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, right? 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 100. And then 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 10 in and 100. And then emergency is going to get 100. Okay. So how is everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a good weekend. So 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 35, 45, 55, 61, 2, 3. So we have 63 and 100. So let's see. 20, 40, 60. I know that I just did that, but 60 and then 1, 2, and 3. So that's 63. So I always like to take the smaller bills out and keep the bigger bills, because that makes the envelopes condense. So 163. So house taxes is getting 100. Okay. So house insurance is going to take, not get, we're putting it in the bank. So I guess it's getting it in the bank. 20, 40, 60, 81. So that's 100. 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3. So 83. So we can leave this 20 and put 1, 2, there we go. So this should be 100, 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. Okay, and so we're going to leave 183 in here. Okay. So house insurance got 100. I think I already wrote that without even counting it. Good thing that we only had 100. So I do have some stuff to show you guys at the end of this video, and I want to talk a little bit about some stuff coming up for Etsy. We have the next binders that will be released are going to be on this Wednesday, which is the 9th for members, and then everybody else on Fridays. So these binders will be let's see, it will be the June monthly, it will be the May, well, the Mother's Day heist binder that I'm doing, and then you guys, by popular demand, I have been asked multiple times if I will continue the escape room series. So I am going to continue the escape room series. So we're going to do another 12 books. It is going to be essentially the same as the first one. There will be a special code in the first book. I'm not going to release 3 this time for the first. They will be released one at a time until we get all 12. Being that we haven't even finished the last one yet, I'm not in a super hurry to, push these out, but I do want to release them monthly like I did last time. 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So that's 100. 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 65, 75, 85, 84. How is it possible that all of these are like the same? So this should be 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 105. So maybe I counted that wrong. 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, I probably counted that wrong. Because we only want to put 100. So let me count this one more time. 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 100. Okay. So business taxes is getting 100. Okay, so and then this is going to go in here, and this is going to go over here. So I am going to do it, like I said, the same way. There will be a special thing at the end again. I do not... 20, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. So we can do 20... 40 and 1, 2, 3. So while we are doing this, I like to cash condense as well. Even if it doesn't get 100, then we can put it back in here until we build it to 100. So we will be doing the same. It will be the same setup basically. So there will be 12 of them. At the end, there will be a special code. I am going to try to mix it up a little bit this time. I got some requests for some scary ones, or not scary ones per se, but scary movies. So like, I haven't come up with the ones I'm for sure going to use yet, but like Jason or Michael Myers or whatever. So the very first one that is going to be released on the 9th is going to be Stranger Things. So Stranger Things will be the first one, and it will have the special code in it and everything, and then at the end you will have to have bought all 12 again if you are interested in the final, ta-da, I don't know what to call it, the final box. And let's see, so I did have people ask me about the other ones. So all of the escape room binders, every single one that has been released, the 12 of them plus this last one or this new one, will be in the shop. The 12 ones from the last escape room series, this will be your last chance to get them. They will be available from the 9th until the 30th. And then once the 30th hits, they will come out of the shop, and that will be it. There will be no chance to get the previous ones. So all of them will be released on the 9th, or I'm sorry, not the 9th. The 9th is member day. On Friday the 11th. All of them, I'm sorry guys, back up. All of them are released on the 11th to the public. If you are a member and you are interested in some that you have not gotten, or you want to purchase them, then you will message me, and you will be able to purchase whatever ones you need. 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 80, 1, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. So we need to do 87. So that leaves 2 and a 5, and then we need 2 more 20s, 1 and 2. Okay, so 2 more 20s, and that should be 87. So that is not going to have anything going to 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so 87. Okay, so this one, I think, is definitely going to have at least 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh, 200. Yay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So 3 will stay, a 5 will stay. And then we need a 20 and a 10. Okay. So that is that. And then we're going to put in 1 and 200. Uh-oh, I might run out of hundreds. I don't have very many hundreds. I have a lot of thousands, but I don't really use thousands very often. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. Yay. 200 in car insurance. That is good because that premium is due this month anyways. So then we will be starting all over. Okay, so Ryan and Tyler get 10, 20, 5, 35, 45, 55, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. So Ryan and Tyler get 75. And I'm going to take that and put that into their 5,000 binder that I am doing for them. So I'm going to keep that separate. I know how much is going in theirs. So they will be starting over. And then we have Chris, Julian, and Amelia. So 20, 40, 55, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. So 70. So 20, 40, 60, 60. Okay. So put this in here. And that is their money that they have to stuff for the month of April. Homeschool, 20, 35, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58. So 58. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so, and we'll put it at 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. So that goes in there. And that's what homeschool has. And I do have trackers. I never use them. If you have been around for a while, you know that Janelle and trackers are not a thing. 20, 30, 40, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 60, 20, 30, 40, 55, 60. Yeah. So 20, 40, and 60. Okay. So that is the end of that. Okay, guys, so now we have condensed this. So now we can, if I can find my calculator on my messy desk, we can add this up. So we have 400 plus 200 plus 400, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 2. And that's not correct because I don't have 21,000 sitting there. So 400 plus 200 plus 400 plus 1 and 1, 1, 1, and 2 equals, there should be $1,600 over here. And this is where I always mess up. I do not know why, but whenever I try to count this on camera, I always mess it up. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So that's 1,000. Did I add that correctly? I hope I added that correctly. So that's 1,000. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 160. See, it's not going to add up, I'm telling you. Oh. Plus 160 plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210. 210, and then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 5, 10, so 210. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you guys. It adds up this time. 1,600. I never do that. Every time I try to count money on camera, I always mess it up. That is so exciting. Okay, so $1,600 is going into the bank. Yay! All right. And then that 75 will go into Ryan and Tyler's binder. Okay, so back to escape rooms. Those will release on the 11th. All of them will be available unless you are a member. You can message me if you're a member of the channel. Don't forget, if you are a member, you get that special discount on the escape room binders, which nobody, you don't get if you're not a member. I do not put those on sale. So it's part of the member perks, part of being a member. If you are a member, then you get that discount on those binders. So Stranger Things will be the start of the new binders, and then I'm going to release them once a month, 12 consecutively. It will be the same scenario. At the end of the 12, there will be a special box. And then as far as the last escape room series goes, the last one released, Beetlejuice released. So what I am going to do is, we are on number 6 right now. Well, going to be starting number 6, not this week, but next week, because I want to try to finish the unsolved crime one, in the video. So I'm not going to start Goonies until next week. So Goonies will start next week, but, there is going to be a video for the unsolved crime this week. So we are on the 6th one. And so what I want to do is I know that you have to have that special code at the end in order to message me. So what I'm going to ask is that by the 8th binder, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, by the 9th binder. The 9th binder, when we start the 9th binder, I'm going to have people start messaging me with that code. And that means if you have to scratch it ahead of time, then you can, or whatever. But I'm going to have people start messaging me with that code, because it's going to take me a little while to get everything together, as far as making sure that if you message me that you've purchased the whole series, because in order to get that box, you have to have purchased the whole series. So I'm going to need to have you message me the code, and then I'm going to have to look through orders and make sure that you've purchased them all, and yeah, and all of that. And then what I want to do is, I'm going to start working on the boxes now, since we are at number 6. I'm going to start getting the boxes together now, so that by the time we reach the 12th binder, we start the 12th binder, those boxes can go out, is my plan. So, I think that's it as far as the escape rooms go. So let's move on. I'm going to move this cash right over here, and let's go on to a few items that I want to show you guys that are new to the shop. So the first one is this. So I wanted to do a little mini challenge because I don't have very many of them. And so this one is just a little May monthly mini, and I'm going to do one for all the way through January. Obviously, I started a little bit late, but so the concept of these is that it's $25 per card. So by the time you're done, you get $150. And what you do is you take a dice like this, and then a 6-sided die, and that's a number 6. So you look for the 6 right here, and then you pick one to save. So, let's see. So let me get a marker here. So let's say I saved the $3. I would cross off the picture, color it in, or circle it, or whatever you wanted to do, but that's what you saved. And then it will come with an A5 envelope with a zipper. So then you could roll again and do it again. So 2. And so then you would do the same thing, cross off like this is a 7, so you could save 7 or whatever. So that's the concept of this. It will not come with a dice because I figured most people, if they are in the budgeting community, have dice already because a lot of dice games are out there. So this is the first thing. This was released a couple weeks ago, but I never got a chance to kind of explain what the concept or the idea behind it was. So that's one thing. And then I'm going to stop my camera right here and restart it because if I don't, I'm going to run out and you guys are going to miss stuff. So hold on a minute. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to show, which I'm super duper duper proud of this, like I love this so much, is this 90s sitcom trivia box challenge. I did not get a chance to show this, and it is, so 90s is kind of like nostalgic for me because I was born in 81. So most of the television shows that I watched were in the 90s. So what I did was I picked some of the most famous ones that I could come up with, and then what I did back here is instead of having search and save cards like the other box challenges that I did trivia cards. So like this one says, 2 best friends, a straight interior designer and his sassy rich assistant navigate life in New York City with their hilarious flamboyant neighbor. So they're not all questions, but they are like little clues and you have to try to figure out who they are. So if you know who that is Will and Grace. And so then what you do is you go up here to the front and you find Will and Grace, which they're on here, I promise. Okay, I'm missing them. Let's see. Oh, right there. There they are, right there. So you would save $2, and then if you wanted to do the bonus, you could. Okay, so then there's dollar next card, and there's this scratch and save. So this is a scratch and save. And so back here is a scratch and save. So you would do that. But then this one also has a Care Bear. So then you would go to this and you could save $1, $2, $5. Okay, so if you catch the Care Bear. And then let's see, it's got a roll and save, which is this one here. So this is the roll and save. And then play 90s nostalgia. So 90s nostalgia is this fun little board game that I made. And it's got these little 90s, like this is a tape, this is the bubble tape, a Game Boy, a Discman, a floppy disk, a computer. I think that's one of the old-fashioned computer screens. This is called a Tamagotchi. Did you guys have Tamagotchis? Let me know down below if you had Tamagotchis, because I loved Tamagotchis. So each 90s obstacle, you save a certain amount for each 90s obstacle. And then, you guys, we have Bart. And who doesn't love Bart? So Bart, if you get a Bart card, this one also has a Care Bear, but if you get a Bart card, then you come here and you roll a dice. And it's a 1. So don't have a cow, man. You save the $5 or $6. Sorry, that's $6. So it's little quotes from Bart. So, ay caramba, I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you? Sorry, pardon my French. I can rumba, get bent, and love you, man. So, and then eat my shorts because, that's classic Bart. And so, let's see. I think that's it. And then the dice game is 90s nostalgia. Yeah, the dice game is here, and that's just for you to play at your own, convenience or whatever. So if you get a 90s, then you would save a certain amount. But you roll a dice and say it's $4. So this is a 4 right here, so you would save $3. So this one I love so much, and I cannot wait to do this. I am going to do this on my channel because I love the 90s. If I could go back, I would. Okay, so there's that one. So then we have this one, which I also love, you guys. Oh my goodness. It's the Grandma's Cozy Cash Stash. So I saw these grandmas and I thought they were so adorable, so I had to use them. And each one has a little quote, and then it's an envelope, of course, and it's a roll and save and a scratch. And it says, it's not gray hair, it's wisdom glitter. This one says, I've got gray hair, grandkids, and an attitude. Any questions? Look at this. Look at her. And this one, blessed to be called Grandma. My favorite people call me Grandma. Grandma, like a mom, but no rules. That's my mom for sure. Grandma's hugs are full of loves. And this one says, be patient with me. I'm from the 1900s. I thought that was so funny. I have two titles, Mom and Grandma, and I rock them both. I never dreamed I'd grow up to be a crazy old grandma, but here I am, killing it. I'm not retired. I'm a professional grandma. So I'm not a grandma yet. Not me, but please, not yet. But, you know, someday I hope to be a cool grandma. The best days are spent with Grandma, and I'm that grandma. And then hashtag sorry, not sorry. I loved these so much, and I just think this is the cutest thing. So for all the grandmas out there, or for all the grandkids who want to save for the grandmas, there you go. Okay, so there's that. And then let's see, what else do I got? I got some 5x7s. So we're going to start with this set of 5x7s because these ones were in the store before, but I never got a chance to show them either. So this one says, suspect claims to be in Etsy jail, but the charge on her credit card says otherwise. Oops. So super cute. This one was made especially for Chrissy from The Mom Life. And it says, did we just become best friends? Yup. So tell me down below if you know what movie this is from. And if you guess it correctly, I will do a drawing and somebody can win this one. And then this one is just a pretty nighttime butterfly. And then suspect claims she's always broke but buys coffee every morning. And then this one is just a pretty scene with a sailboat. So sunflowers and lilies are my favorite flowers. And so anytime there's something with sunflowers, I absolutely just fall for it. Kindness is free. Sprinkle it everywhere. God says you are unique. And then it gives the Psalms 193:13. So it gives the verse you can go look at. So God says you are unique, special, lovely, precious, chosen, and forgiven. And then this one, you guys, I don't know, it just spoke to me. I just loved this little girl. Maybe it reminded me of my daughter, but her looking up at the sky and just the growing flowers and all that. I just really loved it. And then this is just a very serene scene. And then this is a pretty beach scene. So these ones have been in there for a little while, but like I said, I never got a chance to show them. So I wanted to just actually show them on camera. And then these ones went into the shop today. So this is quite a stack of 5x7s. So the first ones here are together. This comes as a set. So it's Pluto, Daisy, Minnie, Donald, Mickey, and Goofy. And that's the set of 6. You get all 6 cards with one set. And yes, you guys know, if you've been around for a while, Disney is my thing. I love Disney. I love going to Disney. And so, yeah, you wouldn't be surprised, right? Okay, and then I have, this one is also a set. So Piglet, ER, Pooh, and Tigger. So this is also a set. All 4 of them. I just love Winnie the Pooh. So Tigger was my favorite when I was growing up. This one says just Peachy. And it's peaches. And I loved peaches as well. So this one is this cool retro cat. Summer cat. Like he's got sunglasses on and he's on a surfboard. I just thought it was so cute. Squeeze the Day. Because, you know, squeeze the day. You should. Okay, and then these ones do not come as a set. You can buy them separately or you can buy them as a set. So baseball mom, football mom, basketball mom, and soccer mom. So you can buy them all together or you can buy each one separately. I am a baseball mom and a soccer mom. Sorry, a baseball mom and a football mom. My sister-in-law is a baseball, basketball, football. He doesn't play soccer. But yeah, so everybody's got to save for sports if you got kids, right? Reading is dreaming with your eyes open, which I love to read. And then this one is, you can't really see it, but it's a moose and it's Aurora Borealis. So it's the Northern Lights and it's the moose. And oh my gosh, guys, it was so pretty. I love moose. If you've been around for a while, you know that. And then we have this daisy one. And then dolphins, moose and dolphins. So this dolphin is with hibiscus flowers, and it's just so pretty. And then this one says sweetened with sunshine is what it says, sweetened with sunshine, and it's lemons and strawberries. It says sweetened with sunshine. I just thought it was kind of summery. And then this one is orcas or killer whales. This one says no rain, no flowers, reminding you that, sometimes there's a storm, but flowers come after. This one says, all you need is faith, trust, and pixie dust. And it's tink. This is a horse. It's just a really pretty horse with some brown flowers. I also love horses. And this one is another horse in a field. You can't really see his head, but he is there. If you scratch it, you can see it. And then a manatee, you guys, I don't know. I've been obsessed with manatees lately. We watched this show, The Americas, and they had the manatees on there. They were so cute. So I got kind of obsessed with manatees. And then we have our little Highland cow, because I'm also obsessed with Highland cows. I know, I have a lot of obsessions. I probably need to stop, but... So they just went into the shop this morning. So they are all in the new folder. The other ones that I released a couple weeks ago are in the 5x7 folder. Is there anything else? I think I showed you guys the 2025 book on camera, but I do have it right here. Maybe I should or not 2025, sorry, the 2026. So I do have it, and I know people are like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you have your 2026 book out already. And I'm like, well, people were asking for it. People asked for this and for me to make it. So here it is. So I'm going to flip through it really quick. This is mine, but I'll flip through it really quick. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it just because it's big. There are 26 challenges in it this time. So there's, of course, the 2026 challenge. Sorry, guys, about my dog. The 100 envelope, the 52 week, the Friday, and then I did a debt payoff savings one. So each icon and then how much you saved. And then we've got our year of the horse, our birthday challenge, our roll and save, because I put a roll and save in here this time because sometimes, you come down to the end and you only have $2 and you don't want to scratch and risk it. So you do a roll and save. This one I did just a saving for, so you could save for whatever you wanted, whatever was important. Then we have a travel savings where you will put, I changed it. Like I said, this one's mine, so this was a prototype, but I did add on here each icon so that you could make however much you want for each icon. And then we've got our Christmas savings with these little trees, and then the $1 and the $5. And then the Busy Bee. I don't want to get rid of this one because I think it's great, but I did change it to where it's $5 per honeycomb, and then you get $1,000. And then I didn't do holiday this year. I did more of just neutral backgrounds because I did get quite a few people that asked me if I could do more of a neutral one. So that's what I went with this year. So I hope you guys like it. But so January has a really pretty snow scene. February has a snow scene. March is starting to get into spring. So it's pink. Then we've got April showers, May flowers. June, I always think of the beach and stuff when you go in June in the summer. July, camping and that kind of stuff. So I did a mountain scene. August, sunflowers. This is when we usually go try to hunt out the sunflowers in our state. September, of course, is the start of the fall trees. October, I did this really pretty farm scene with this cute little barn, and then the background. And then November is another Christmas or another snow. And then December has another cute little barn, and then snow and the tree. And that's it. So that's the binder, guys, or the book. And then this is the binder that comes with it. And of course they all match. So I don't know if I've shown that on camera yet, but there it is. So it is available. Yeah. Okay. I do not think I have anything else. I do have Moose on the Loose right here too. I don't have any of my other boxes. They're down at my mom's, but because, you know, I'm working in both places. I'm up at my house today because this is where I have to film. So Moose on the Loose is this one, and it's been in the shop for a little while. So it's kind of the same concept as the others. You have your little cards in the back. You do your search and save like that. And then color and save $2. So that's this. Let's see. Where is that one? This one. So each little spot that you would color, you would save $2. And then we have play Moose or Goose. So I came up with this little game for Moose or Goose. Let's see. Where is that? Yeah, this one. So roll a d6. If 1 to 3 is rolled, save a moose. If 4 to 6 is rolled, save a goose. So I rolled a 2, so I would pick one of these little moose to save. So that's how that one works. Then we have a roll and save. And then there's the play feed the moose. So that is this one. So you roll 2 dice, and then you match. I don't have 2 dice with me. Well, we'll just... Oh, yeah, I do. I have this cute little pink one. Okay, so we'll roll, not that one. Goodness, Janelle. So we got a 4 and a 6. So we would match a 4 is this little fern, 4, and a 6. So we would save $4 for that one. And then 6 is this one, so 3. So you'd save $7. And you're feeding your little moose. And then if you roll a 1 or a 2, you get to pick one or the other of those two. So you feed the moose, and then it's got the bonus on the bottom. If you want to do the bonus, you can. If you don't want to do the bonus, you can. So I got a message from someone. I'm not going to say their name. Someone who has supported me a lot. Well, a lot of you guys have, but she messaged me yesterday and let me know that she finished her Disney box, the magical box challenge, and she saved $1,704, I believe. Yay! That's amazing, you guys. I am so proud of her, and this is why I do these, because they're fun, but the reward at the end is like, yes, so amazing. So I've talked your guys' ear off now. I don't even know if you guys made it through all this. This video turned into a really long one. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. And if you could leave me a comment down below, just say hi. Just say hi. I'm going to try to start replying to comments. So just say hi and I will say hi back. And then tomorrow's video, I was doing planner videos on Monday, but I don't know. I didn't get a lot of watch on those. So I don't know if people really wanted to see those or didn't want to see those. So I'm going to back off of those for a minute, and I'm going to keep up with the escape rooms. So tomorrow's video, which is Monday, will be the unsolved crime video. So that's what will be on Monday. And then Tuesday, I'm going to try to do a savings challenge video. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope that you have a wonderful start to your work week. I hope you had a great weekend, and thank you so much for being here, guys. Bye.